Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Going to go over our Forex trades for today, October 30th, last day of the month, day before Halloween. Really, it's just slow. Really not a lot of action at all. We did have one trade last night, which you see here. We'll go over in a minute. Economic data wasn't tremendous today. We had personal income, personal spending here in the States, both missed estimates by 0.1%. It's supposed to come in at 0.2% growth. It came in at 0.1% growth. So personal income not what it should be, and personal spending not what it should be. Chicago Purchasing Manager Index came in, missed numbers, and consumer sentiment came in and also missed numbers. So not surprising, you know, the economy is extremely weak, even if certain people in the government just don't want to admit it. But other than that, not a whole lot to really discuss. And like I said, one trade, which you see here, which was last night, we had 20% of our normal size on it. Pound yen, we were long from 185.454. I think the most it ever went up. We were in the money by about 5 pips. We only took 20% of it, even though we were only risking 30 pips. We only took 20% because Japan, the Bank of Japan, was coming out with their interest rate decision last night very late, around 11 o'clock at night. And we actually got stopped out about a half an hour before that news came out. The spike down and reversal is the news. So they didn't change their interest rates, which everyone knew they wouldn't do. But it's amazing how a spike down and within an hour later, it's back to where, almost back to where it was when it spiked down. And then 2 hours later, it's running. And now here we go to this lunchtime on Friday, it's running here. So, but what are you going to do? You know, we didn't want to hold through all this pain, even though it was only 20% of our normal size, because you don't know what they're going to say or if they're going to do anything with their interest rates and or what they're going to say. So, you know, you have your strategy, you pick your spots, and then you move on. So if it wasn't for the for Bank of Japan coming out with their interest rate decision, we would have had bigger size, and possibly this wouldn't have happened. I mean, who knew, right? If it was just trading on its own accord without the news, we may have had a little different outcome. But that's not the case. Anyway, hate to end the month on a loss, even though it's only equivalent of about 6 pips, but it's still a loss. Anyway, so that's it. We're going to wrap it up. If you're still trading now, good luck. If any signals come out, they'll be coming your way. And have a great weekend. World Series starts again tonight, so we'll be checking that out for sure. And hopefully things pick up next week, because it's been surprisingly slow, even though we got the Fed interest rate decision out of the way on Wednesday afternoon. Markets just did not pick up. I think there's a lot of confusion out there by markets all around the world. Anyway, that's it. Have a great weekend, and we'll be back Monday assuming we get some action.